So what I want to do now is go over the third part of the grassland sparrow's tail. So what the third part of the grassland tail is the press, and then we're going to start by the roll back. So right from the front, left from the back, heels shoulder width apart on our railroad tracks in this direction, and shift back into the ending of the roll back. So as we roll back, our hands are going to start coming up. Okay. Now as it starts coming up, when we get into this left upper chest position, it's very similar to the very first section when we did the right ward off. From the transition from the left ward off to the right ward off, when our hands comes up into this left upper chest region. Our right wrist along the center line of the body. And what we're going to do is we're going to shift up. As we shift up, then our hands, our right hand starts to come closer to our right hand. And so in the middle, as we finish our shifting, our palms should be touching each other. Okay? So the key aspect to the palm is you want to make sure the palms are contacted flat to each other. Okay? So, but don't press hard. Do not press hard against each other. It's just a very light touch. And you don't want your left palms to be on the fingers. Okay, so you don't want to push on the fingers in here, and you don't want to come over on the wrist. So it's just basically one on top of each other. The fingers kind of go over the thumbs a little bit, just relaxed position. Okay, so as we shift up, we finish this press position. As we turn our body, then our hands kind of stay the way it is until we finish turning, and we get into a low back, mid back, upper back, shoulders, arms, and hands, and the hand presses outwards. Okay, in a straightforward direction. Okay, so kind of following that center line of the body out forward. Okay, so some of the common mistakes that we get is as you shift up, you tend to want to either push with the left hand or lead with the right hand. It's actually a motion that comes together. Both your right hand and your left hand comes together, and they're moving in the same direction. Now the other thing that some people do is they drop their hands down. Okay, so when they come in, they drop their hands down and they end up pushing downwards. So you want to make sure your direction is straight. You want to keep your palms and your hands relatively level to the direction that you're trying to press. So the other thing is that some people kind of do this kind of pressing, not in a downward direction, but more of an arcing direction. So as you come up, some people come up and they have a tendency to want to kind of do this, coming down. So you go from a straight position into a down position. So stay away, make sure and keep in mind that you're not doing that motion. So from the side, it kind of looks like this. Shift up, turn, our hands goes forward in this line, okay? So not downwards, like that, okay? So that's very simple, that's the press. So continuation from the roll back, shift and turn the roll back, following that line. Shift up, I was shifting, my hands are contacting, turn, then push forward, okay? So still remember, the key still comes from the turning. Shift, turn the pelvis, low back, mid back, upper back, shoulders, elbows, wrists, hands. If you remember that motion, then you can essentially just get that nice smooth motion with the press.